Oh, we have deliveries. Right, this one, this one. If this is what I think it is, I actually have no idea what this is. A pretty good idea what this is. Packaging, we have a starter motor, but well, I'm not sure that this is actually exactly the right one because it comes off a newer model. So we'll have to see if that fits. It's the speed sensor. This is OEM, and the bracket that's required to hold it in place, which I didn't have. I gotta give this guy credit for his packaging. Definitely knows what he's doing. And everything's really nice and clean. Look at that. And this, ooh, probably about a third, maybe a quarter of the price of buying them new. Nice. And this is required to hold the rear brake assembly in place. All right, let's have a look and see if this starter motor looks like it's going to fit. All right, I'll just quickly whip off this tank. This is a big step forward in getting the motor running because obviously we need a starter motor to be able to start the motor. Looks like it's going to fit. It goes in here, into there. I've never fitted one of these before, so this is a new experience for me, a real point of reference, other than I know that it has to go in here, like that, and it looks like it's fitting, ladies and gentlemen. So there's this thing that I do when I'm trying to tighten a bolt and it's in a really awkward position. I don't know if anyone else out there does this, but I'll actually just close my eyes and forget about everything else. These aren't too bad, but sometimes you'll get a bolt and it's backwards and upside down and you just don't know which way to turn it, or you're just trying to get that bolt threaded. And yeah, that's just a little thing that I do sometimes. But yeah, we've just got those bolts on for the starter motor hand tight. So in the upcoming episodes, fingers crossed that starter motor is the right one. I mean, it's fitting perfectly. Part number's the same. It's the same for the Versys, the ER6N, the ER6F. So yeah, it went in really easily. So that's really exciting. This is why I love having a printed copy of this part of the workshop manual. It has all the torque specs and the basic information that you need. See how close I was? Spot on. I did that by hand and that was exactly what the torque spec was. Having said that, guys, always torque your bolts up to spec. And get the second one. See how I went? Yeah, that was pretty much spot on. All right, starter motor's in. All right, we're gonna pop the little speed sensor on. Pretty important to know how fast you're going. It just pops in here. Got two little pins. One goes there, one goes there. I'm not going to torque these because it's going to need to come off when we put the front sprocket on. Speed sensors on. Yep, we've got that sprocket cover in place as well. Really happy with that. Well, that feels like some pretty good progress. I'm not going to lie, after this morning when I tried to sort out the wiring harness. I was starting to feel a little bit despondent, but to have the starter motor in and the footrests, that now means I can start doing a few other things. I can put the brakes together, and we've actually got a way to start the motor, which is kind of important. And it's funny how when you do these things, you realize that such tiny things can just stop your whole progress. But what I'm trying to do is just keep going. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.